A mother and her 3-year-old son vanished, and the only thing left behind was a burning car with blood inside, but no bodies. On a cold November night in 1976, a fire lit up the Scottish Highlands. Not a house fire, not an accident on a busy road. A single car, burning alone in a remote lay-by south of Inverness. It was a BMW, abandoned and engulfed in flames so bright a passing bus driver could see it from the road. There was no one inside. No bodies. No luggage. No explanation. But in the boot of the car, investigators found something they couldn't ignore. A single spot of blood. And with that discovery, Renee MacRae and her 3-year-old son, Andrew MacRae, vanished into history. For nearly half a century, Scotland would ask the same question. Did they disappear? Or were they erased? On November 12, 1976, Renee MacRae did something that looked ordinary. She packed her car, collected her young son, and told friends she was driving south to Perth to visit her sister. Nothing about her behavior suggested panic. But Renee was lying. Not out of malice, out of hope. Because in reality, she believed she was about to start a new life. A life far from Inverness. Far from her failing marriage. Far from scrutiny. She believed she was heading to Shetland with a man she trusted. A man she had loved in secret for 4 years. His name was William MacDowell, known to everyone as Bill. Married, respected. A company secretary at the firm owned by Renee's estranged husband, and the last person to see her alive. Hours after Renee left home, her BMW was found burning at Dalmagarry Quarry. The fire was intense, deliberate, controlled. This wasn't an accident. Fire investigators would later conclude the blaze was designed to destroy evidence, not just disable the car. But fire can only do so much, because Renee and Andrew were already gone. No footprints, no witnesses, no signs of a struggle at the scene. Just absence and silence. MacDowell told police he knew nothing. He denied the affair, denied seeing Renee, denied involvement, and for decades, that denial held. For over 40 years, this case refused to die. Police searched quarries, drained bodies of water, scoured moorland. Entire landscapes were turned inside out. Nothing. Meanwhile, MacDowell moved on. He left Scotland, settled in Cumbria, lived openly as a free man. A normal life. While Renee and Andrew remained frozen in time. For their family, there was no closure. only waiting. And then, in 2018, something changed. Using modern forensic techniques, Police Scotland reopened the case. Old statements were re-examined. Inconsistencies resurfaced. One detail stood out. Shortly after Renee vanished, MacDowell had the boot floor of his car replaced. The vehicle was aggressively cleaned. Not repaired. Not serviced. Scrubbed. And suddenly his story began to collapse. In 2020, at the age of 80, William MacDowell was finally brought to trial. Prosecutors didn't call it a crime of passion. They called it an execution. They argued MacDowell killed Renee and Andrew to protect his lifestyle. If the affair became public, he risked losing everything. So he chose murder. The jury agreed. MacDowell was found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment. For the first time in decades, justice had a name. But closure still did not. MacDowell never revealed where Renee and Andrew were buried. In February 2023, he died in custody. And with him died the one secret that mattered most. But this story didn't end there. In 2025, roadworks near Dalmagarry uncovered potential evidence. A child's potty, fragments of carpet, now undergoing forensic testing. An inquiry into MacDowell's death followed. And police made one thing clear. They are not done. Because justice isn't complete until Renee and Andrew are found. And until then, the Highlands still hold their breath.